So we're live? Hold on, let me see this shit. So I'm currently live right now. I just want to make sure. Because it's not looking that way. Hold on. There's currently, it says there's a stream. Shut up. Go to that. I want to see that. Connect your encoder. Oh, I see. So I am live. Got me tripping. Hold on. I'm just trying to make sure I'm live. That's the only thing I'm trying to do right now. Fuck it with me. Like, I've never streamed on... So I am live. So I am live. Okay. I'm literally, like, looking at myself live. I'm, like, tripping. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm live. That's so fucking ridiculous. Alright, let me tweet out a few things. What? No, I want to... Let me share the stream. Then... So bang, and then if I click this link... No, I want to... Alright. Cool beans. Cool beans. Let me... Oh. We're gonna move this over here. No, I'm gonna... Fuck. Hold on, I'll assert you in a minute! Hold on. What even happened? Why did it do the thing? Why did it do funny? Lord. Why is this so complicated? Why don't I just go live on Twitch? Why am I dumb as a rock? Hold on. I'm just trying to, like, upload stuff real quick before we get into the nitty-gritty. Okay. We chill? How does chat work? So then can I... So I am live. Two of them things the same day? What's up? Yeah, that's exactly what we got. We got two of these things on the same day, and now that I figured this out, I'm going to bring this back for everybody, and we are going to get straight into the swing of things. Let me just... Wait, hold on. I have a million tabs, dude. Let me just clear a bunch of these. Because there is one tab on there. I will say that now. There's one tab I am not supposed to have on there because of an NDA. So nobody go scrubbing, please. But yeah, we got 2 of these in one day. And we got a whole, whatever the hell this is. So we got content. I usually stream on Twitch. I'll say that now. I usually stream on Twitch. But my YouTube's been doing a lot better. I've been uploading like YouTube content. It's easier for me to do YouTube content. So I'm going to try streaming on YouTube for a little bit, see how it goes. But we got content. We got content. Earlier today, we got the guide for, I was at work for this, by the way, but we got the guide for Magik. So I'm going to like actually lower this a little bit since like when I did my Spider-Man one, video was fucked high heaven. I'm also going to upload this as a YouTube video, so I'm going to rewind a little bit. I'm going to do like a whole intro thing. So, excuse me while I do that. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't uploaded in a minute. Don't worry, later today, or at least early tomorrow, my Apocalypse video will be out, and then I'll be doing a whole story mode video sort of thing. But we're going to be starting off. Shout out to Terrico. Shout out. I see you in the chat. Yes. I'm streaming on YouTube for once. I'm going to be streaming on YouTube in the future, by the way, to all my future YouTube viewers. YouTube's kind of the main place I've been doing stuff on. I love Twitch, don't get me wrong, but YouTube is definitely more easier for a lot of this. So, we're going to be doing this. Yes, everybody that's currently in the chat right now, yeah, like you see there yourself, Terrico, you're going to be on the YouTube VOD. But either way, we have two guides and a whole interview sort of thing, a whole 20-minute interview. So we're going to be taking good next while, going to be dissecting through all this. So let's get started. Also, tell me how like the volume level is throughout the video, because that did annoy me on the last upload. So I'm just trying to make sure it's like all good now. All right, but yeah, let's start off with Magik. Magik did drop while I was at work. I haven't seen this, by the way. Ooh. I did tweet about the Phoenix Force, though. We did know about the Phoenix Force. This ult is fire. It is from Avengers vs. X-Men, which I will say, Kieran Gillen did help a little bit in that, at least with, like, consequences. But he did not do actual AVX. So, I'm honestly curious about that. We got, like, a blue one. We got a gold one. This one is definitely the most, like, reminiscent of something. I always love reference costumes. By the way, theme is fire. Theme is absolutely fire. If you have not listened to Queen of Limbo, which, shit. If you've not listened to Queen of Limbo right down there, definitely should check it out. It is a very good one. Let me see that. I can barely see that from, let me see. Ah, source is a bit muted in YouTube except for your voice. I will raise it a bit then, because I currently have it paused. All right. Of course, normal attacks going on. Really? Jesus. Now, I did play her during the Combo Breaker demo. She was on my team. I didn't play her much on point. More so as an assist. She's a beautiful assist character, by the way. If you need an assist, like, she's got really good assists. I will say that right now. I might even use her on my beta team. I can't even lie. Like, that's how good her assist utility is. What is going on? Where is my mouse? There it is. Yeah, the really good light. Jumping light. Better? Okay, beautiful. As you can tell, she's got really good normals. I mean, she's more of a far range character, so you can see like her 2H, her 5H, JH. What the fuck was that? I wouldn't want to be a flyer against her. Alright, heard. Of course, you got your auto combo right there. Very basic sort of thing. Of course, can end in the pillar. I did a whole video comparing her to Dormammu. So, yeah, I definitely got a DL. Dark Portal. You got Dark Portal. You can summon it behind, up top, and you can even do up top and behind. You can also summon it in the air, and you can summon the air behind. Air down low. Air... Could she do all that? I don't think she could do all that before. That's no. I don't think she could do all that before. But yeah, no. Pressing, near, yeah, behind. You can do up top. So this is all stuff we've known on top behind. Let me see. Near dark portal. Oh, what did I just do? So let me see that again. So when you press down on unique. Okay. Okay. So when you're near a dark portal, it puts you in the air compared to... Again, I played her mainly on assist, but I don't... Okay, that's interesting. So that shows the different inputs of what you want to do. These are air portals, so I guess air with a direction will always... Not air. Unique with direction will always put you down. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Then, yep, unique right after the teleport gives you that slash. You could also do behind. You can do that overhead, which, by the way, she's got a really good dive kick in that. I'll get to it later. A really good dive kick. But it's cool that she could do the teleport. I feel like she couldn't do all this before with the goddamn portals. She's definitely going to be a very much more complicated. This is her pillars, by the way. Not the pillars. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar. But yeah, this is her fireball. She can also send it through the portal, as you can see right there. Pass through the opponent. It's so hard to tell what changed and what we just didn't use. Honestly, yeah. Because again, I'm not the best source. I'll say that now. Because again, I mainly use her on assist. I mean, when we get to assist section and when we see some crazy new shit, I'll point at the camera. But if I remember from my video, I don't think medium and heavy could pass through. I didn't hear about any crazy, like, what the fuck? She can now portal and jump in at the same port. Yeah, she could portal and jump in now at the same endpoint. Honestly, crazy. Yeah. Do you really use her as assist character? You know, I was saying that before, but I feel like that's just like, that's really diminishing like everything she could do. That's the assist, by the way. That is the assist. I mean, right now you're seeing the DP, but obviously she gains invulnerability to aerial attacks. It can go higher. That's the heavy version. And yeah, she can do it in the air. Boom. And then yeah, she could portal after. That was there before. She could do that before. That's not new. It's just showing it as a move that can go onto the wall. Okay, yeah. And this is like her multi-slashing hit. She can also follow it up like medium and heavy, go into other attacks. Of course, she could teleport, fireball, and nice DP. Yeah, no, she's got a really nice DP. I can't even lie. Yeah, that's the ender of like the light combo. Demon Flame. Demon Flame. This is like one of my best assists. Like, this was the assist I was mainly using. Obviously, very Dormammu-esque, like, pillar coming out here. And, of course, she can set in the portal, too. Like, that's wild. Is she gonna do that before? No. I will not be fact-checked on that, by the way. Okay, she could send it through the portal before, but I didn't know about all this. Maybe, honestly, if she could do the first thing before, she could probably do the second thing before. Okay, this I will notice. Okay, yep, that's her projectile. Yep, and then vertical assist, you do the DP, and then assemble, you do... There used to be two! I swear to God, there used to be two! There used to be two. Those was the main one I was using at Combo Breaker. There was not three. I swear to God, there was not three. I swear to God. Yeah, and that's a dive kick on the aerial assist. Sending a fireball and cross up can result in... Oh my God, yeah. No, when I did my magic video way back when she was like first revealed, like... That is definitely to be something she can use so much. And the pillar one was before. I mean, yeah, we had the pillar assist before. That's not the crazy thing. It's just there weren't that many pillars. That's the new part. Yeah, we saw the buff in the Storm trailer. Yeah. I kind of forgot. I wasn't paying attention to Magik in the Storm trailer, gonna be honest. Of course, this is like her super skill. Looks the same. Ooh! You can do it for a portal, which is honestly really fire.
That's really good. That's definitely going to mix people up. Honestly, like, a portal could just summon anything at this point. Like, anytime you see magic with a portal, you gotta shit yourself. Okay, Dark Child. I'm on a hella delay. What'd that mean? What'd that mean? Is there something delayed on the stream? Because you're popping up as soon as, like, it's happening pretty instantaneously. Okay, that's interesting. 100 only gives you a little bit compared to a full bar with 150 for Dark Child. And Dark Child, better DP. You can see pillar, install button. Yeah, quite literally the install button. It's a very solid install. Like, literally gives the heavy version of all these attacks. It seems more power too. If the attack whiffs when nearby a dark portal, it will still be possible to teleport. What? So you can just whiff an attack in Dark Child and then teleport. Oh, I see. I got you. The skill meter thing is not the crazy part. The crazy part is you can whiff attacks and you could still teleport. That is crazy to me. And then, of course, Soul Sword Sacrifice costs 0. Performs, yeah, that different follow-up attack. Okay. Is there something to, like, notify, like, on the screen or something? Or no, okay. Magik will re-enter the match in her Dark Child form during a necessary attack with a main. So, like, people are going to have to, like, really time, like, in their mind on how much you're using on the bar if they're using an assist. I'm pretty sure it would just take away beforehand. And this is Queen of Limbo. So I'm down. God damn, that form is crazy. Yo. I don't think that's what Queen of Limbo did before. I think that's a whole new animation. Which is honestly kind of crazy. Okay. We gotta prepare ourselves for saucy combo time. It's saucy combo time. You already know what's gonna happen when it's saucy combo time. Do a bunch of sword slashes, get into the air. Honestly, like, this is a very aerial game, the more I'm seeing it. Most of these combos, you're just doing crazy shit in the air. And it's honestly super cool. Ooh, and then summoning the... Yo! On Wild Side, having enough time to summon the portal and then setting up for the enhanced Demon Flame, which just went boom and boom. Oh, and then teleporting again. Yo! Let me see that again. And they did the enhanced version. You saw 2 pillars right there, but one of them got sent back in the portal. And then she had enough time to send another portal down. And she still finishes up with a fireball. Her sword is also big enough to catch from that pillar, bro. Did you see that? She hits the pillar, and then... they got that much distance. Bang! And still able to follow up. Storm with the... just the attack assist, I'm pretty sure. Boom, boom. Wall slump again. Another sick combo. And then the Soul Sword Sacrifice. Bars. I can't even lie. That's bars. Okay. DP Wolverine. Like, enough time to set up a portal. I think that's going to be very important with Magik. Knowing when to pop portal. Because you see people... Like, you see the guy doing it when you pop the Wolverine DP assist. And literally popping it. And you can combo into the Queen of... Okay. You can combo. What was the point of... I was about to ask, because you saw here a little bit ago, like, she summons a portal as she's going down, which took very little time. Enough time for her to follow up from the danger assist. And then from there, she's still going crazy, setting up another, and you see both of the pillars going to Queen of Limbo. She's still getting a little bit more from... I muted it. My fault. She's getting a little bit more from the portalized pillar, and then she's able to still pop her ultimate there. And then Tōkon assemble... Okay, really good volley with the Storm Assist she did right there. She just hits her right back. Being able to, of course, now we got Assemble. Here we go. Slice down. The unbreakable X-Men. Alright, let's see this. This is where she summons her. Why have we not? I have not seen that ultimate, actually. Now that I think about it, the Queen of Limbo? That's probably because nobody was cashing it out when they were in Dark Child.
You did well. Now, this battle is over. If you want to take me down, you'll have to do better than that.
Fire. Fire. Honestly, fire. I really love her character. I think this, I was originally going to have my 4th be Blade, but I think I'm going to go back to my old Combo Breaker team. I'm going to be so for real. I think that convinced me. That was a really, really good guide. So, honestly, I hope everyone's excited for Magik. Magik seems fire. Honestly. But let's go to Magneto. And Magneto time. It's Magneto time. Because this just happened. I'm honestly so... I'm so impressed. Also, what just happened? Oh, Tong just reposted a IFM 5-year anniversary. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Nah, Blade too high. I know, but like Magik is still calling to me, you know? I need to see what Blade can do. Like, we all know Blade's unique. He's got the stakes that he can follow up with, by just like teleporting to you. But I need to see a little more. Yeah, no, her moves are simple. When you boil it down, a lot of her moves are either a lot of sword normals that reach very far, like we saw in those combos, a lot of very far-reaching sword normals, or she's got like stuff like the fireball, or like the demon flame. It really is. She's got a simple toolkit, but you have something like Portal that like crazily like just develops the tool set. You start off pretty simple. You can play Magik pretty simple, but when you really get a handle on her portals, you can truly do some nasty shit like we saw in those combos. That's how I believe Magik players will be like honestly. It's kind of insane. What's good? Yo, what's up, Good Bacon? I always see you all the time on Twitter, liking my stuff. What's up, bro? What's up? You just missed the Magik. You just missed the Magik analysis, which don't worry, by the way. Anything you miss, if you're like popping in on the stream, it will get uploaded onto YouTube. It won't be all one VOD, because honestly, it's way too big. I'll cut it off in like smaller VODs that everybody can just watch. So I'll have the Magik 1-in-1, I'll have the Magneto 1-in-1, and then I'll have, yeah. Either way, we got Magneto. Magnetos, man! A powerful and dangerous mutant, Magneto possesses the power to warp the Earth's magnetic fields. Having witnessed his family's massacre and brutalization of humankind, he lost faith in the possibility of peaceful coexistence between mutants and humans. Understandable. Wait. I'm sorry. Look at this. Look. Oh, shoot. Let me move myself like up here real quick. Look at this corner real quick. Look at this corner. See that? See? Iceman be balling. Iceman be balling. You think Iceman got that score? Ooh! We knew about the all black. I respect the classic X-Men color. I respect the X-Men color. And then what is this supposed to be? Phoenix Force over here? I mean, Magneto was not Phoenix Force. Like Magik. But, I mean, it's still a fire all. I can't lie. We did know about all those. Yeah. Also, this is another good one. All for My Brethren. Composed by the same dude. Okay. Sato, guys, really good. I think Magneto and Magik have, like, really created some of my favorite themes, too. I can't even lie. Okay. Looks like some stubby normals there. You saw some stubby lights. Iceman, #1 baller. That's what's up. #1 ball. Dude, he was balling back there. Look at him. Look, he's still balling. He's still balling. Listen, I don't know if there's basketball courts at CEO, but if there is, I need somebody to cosplay as Iceman and start dunking on people. I'm sorry. I need that. I need that in my life now. Okay, some pretty good... Bro's got to slide. Bro's got to slide. Her. We'll be seeing that 2M a lot. That's the new 2M right there. That's the 6... Woo! A little delay on that one, but that 6-6 was kind of fire. Seeing some combos getting set up. Seeing the... I know it's called like debris, but I just call it the shrapnel. Yes, he does have air dashing. He can't 8-way air dash. If I remember correctly from Evo, he can't do anything out of the air dash. So you can multi-dash. You can do that. But you can't do anything out of it. So I don't think you can tri-dash. We're not doing Doom tri-dash type shit out here. We do got free flight, though. You can fly. Sunyon. What? What do you want, Chrome? Talking to me about Sunyon. Let me see if you DM'd me or something. Somebody's trying to. I'm gonna ignore that. Don't you love just opening your Discord DMs and it's just like somebody trying to get your credit card or some shit? But yeah, what are you telling me Sunyon for? Oof, what's up, man? Yo, what's good, Chrome? Nah, Amy, just checking in. I know. I was like, I saw that. I was like, who's message requesting me on Discord? But yeah, we're just chilling with some of these guides. I was at work earlier, so I didn't get to do anything with Magik. And just when I was about to go live, they dropped Magneto. And I'm like, bro, let me go live first. God damn. Oh, I got like a meeting after this, and then I'm going to call my pops. Okay. And of course, this is the shrapnel. I'm pretty sure... Okay, because I know he gets different... I call it shrapnel. I'm sorry. Like, I always have my different names for everything. Is that... I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like one of those basketball bins where, like if you went to a gym class, you store basketballs in. There's literally the hoop. I guess we hate Iceman now. Iceman no longer hooping because we stole the damn net. We got like this statue right here. I'm pretty sure that's it's Kitty Pryde's dragon. I feel like it's a reference to that. But yeah, here you can see magnetize. You can inflict that on your opponent. You can have 3 clouds of debris at a time. Okay, you can aim it higher. You can aim it straight up. You can aim it down low in the air. Yeah, here we're just doing 3 at a time. Ooh. Whoa. That was charging his 5 heavy? Okay. Just gets a little command grab from 5H. While Magnetize is active, certain skills behave differently, altering aspects such as trajectories. They changed the degree based off the stage. That's cool. Yeah, no. They did just like the Spider-Man super, where it changes his super based on the stage. I think that's really cool. So yeah, Magnetize. That is able to inflict Magnetize. And it hovers mid-air. Magnetic. I do gotta stay quiet for this bit. I'm sorry, that is fire. Whoever was in the studio cooking up the lyrics, they're fucking cooking. Alright, either way, well, maybe I shouldn't curse. I have no idea what the guidelines for in TAC. I'm gonna be so serious. Alright, magnetic blast. So we can just shoot the metal. I mean, makes sense. And then we can keep it in the air, you can shoot it overhead. Medium version fires at an angle, which is I imagine, you know, what we saw overhead. Very similar to what you see with like Spirit Bashenga from Black Panther. So it makes sense. Okay, holding the input draws in more debris, and the more debris present on stage, the faster it charges while holding the input. Okay, so if you have like 3 on at a time, 2 on, something like that, so baller. Oh, I just realized we're gonna be getting another Carnage assist because I made a whole short about Carnage's unique assist. We're about to get another assist off this. Dang, I gotta publish a short now. Man, content just doesn't stop. So it's armor. So while you're charging it up, if you have debris, it is literally armor. Specifically against projectiles or assist attacks, at least it says. Each cloud of falling debris deals an additional follow-up attack. So magnetize active, debris present. Oh! So that's how you get, like, that's how people are able to grab back. That's how people were able to grab back, and like when we saw in the Magneto reveal. Because they had magnetize active. Okay, there's some big brain shit to this. Okay, another command grab. This guy's a grappler. It's Heard. Restraining the opponent. The light and heavy versions can restrain grounded, while the medium focuses on aerial. The move deals heavier damage. The more debris is present. Creates free crowd. Oh, you got free. Alright. Dang, an air command grab. Sick. An anti-air command grab. That's actually kind of hard. And then when you have your debris present, let's see what it does. Did that do more damage? I don't think it did. I'll compare it with like the heavy one. It's like back a T. I mean, that's off any attack though. Any attack will do heavy version basically. While Magnetize is active, yep, it pulls the opponent in. We knew that before. Polarity shift. Ooh. Yeah, a launch attack. Okay, so launch and follow up. Works well as an anti-air. Oh god, I'm not looking at Get ready for Blaze Blue! You're looking at Tagger, bro. Bro's got Magnetize. Bro can bring you in. Oh my god. Smart connection right there. Actually, really smart catch. God, you can use an anti-air too as a launcher and then just slam down. The move deals heavier damage, the more debris is present. Then you get like more follow-ups as you saw there. 2 debris. It's like 10 total hits. 3 debris clouds. God. Alright. So this is Magnetize is active. Okay, so there's a lot of things you have to think about when you're like more than magic, for sure. Not only do you have to think about how many debris clouds you currently have around the stage, but if you actually magnetize the opponent. There are 2 conditions that you constantly have to be thinking about, let alone for the actual match. That's crazy. Ooh. Talk to me again, Carnage. I'm ready to go! He just said jack shit. Alright. I hope they announce Carnage for the beta. You know, we got Gabi, you know, all I'm saying. Hashtag all I'm saying. Shrapnel spike! Fucking love the word shrapnel. I gotta stop cursing. I don't know if I can. I gotta stop. You know, I still want to be TAC. I gotta be smart about this whole thing. So let me behave. Yeah, you see the shrapnel spike. That is the thing that we saw in the real trailer. Come towards me. So really cool here. The double down. You can do in the air too. Sick. Come back. Get over here! Nah, that's Deadpool's bit. Oh, you can stop it with debris? I guess you can run up with it? Oh, that's just even better. Okay, that's point assist. I'm at work right now, but I got to see these while on my lunch. Lol. Oh, what's up, Taco Waffle? I heard you had. I hope you had a good bite, by the way. I dipped during Saturday night, but I hope you had a chill one. Yeah, we're just like going through all these right now. So that's his projectile assist, which also changes if you've magnetized the opponent and if you got debris present. It's going down to the assist too, because you can get debris. You can literally set up for when Magneto's on point while he's still an assist character. That's insane. You don't even gotta think about setting up. You just gotta use the assist. God damn. I imagine the same thing here too, since yeah, it's the aerial shot of the move, which also can bring back to the ground. Okay. And it's a symbol. Yeah, it's just come over here. Take some of this shrapnel. Yep. Air does another. It also creates debris, so it changes when debris is present. And magnetize. Just like that. Gets stunned. Pretty sure. Like you see there, like yeah, the extra debris just stuns the opponent, which is honestly insane for magnetize. That's just a symbol rush attack. The magnetic maelstrom. I don't know what that word say. The debris will rain down even the first part. This move deals heavier damage the more debris is present. While magnetize is active, the raining debris will be drawn closer towards the opponent. God damn! Oh, and you can even, like, you don't even gotta hit, like, you could just... So how do you do that one? So it just happens no matter what. Oh, it's just like if they're not caught, if it's far away. Like, we'll still pop this. Like, we'll just send it in the air, and then that's another thing the opponent has to think about. There's constantly shrapnel coming from the... Damn! Last a minute, man! I think that might be more the play, to use it at far range. You can constantly... Like, imagine if, like, say I'm on Doom, right? I'm on Doom, I get a combo. I end my combo. Maybe it, like, slam my opponent. Far range. Full screen. Switch to Magneto, just pop super. I can keep them in a block situation and maybe try to follow up with another assist. Like, this is ball. I don't think I would ever use the grab version of this, like, super. Like, we're just using it to force block. Are you kidding me? Magnetic Retribution. 2 guides tomorrow, and then 2 more Thursday for Blade, Danger, Shuri, and Wolverine. I swear to God. I swear to God. They're working us overtime, man. And of course, Magneto. Ah! Magnetox can basically. Did he just do the. No! Magnetic Retribution also grabs them? I'm not gonna like that. I'm not gonna. Hashtag, I'm not gonna like that. Hashtag, double and give it to the next person. Hashtag, I pray my friends never play Magneto. Oh, saucy combo time. Alright, chat, let's mentally prepare ourselves, because it's spicy combo time. You know what that means. I'm about to see a spicy combo. Okay, so just like stand a regular low, go with the JL, able to keep in the air with the shrapnel, because the beta, oh wait, then Gabi. Right, we got Gabi during the beta now. Tager, is that you? Literally, he's doing it with his ultimate too. Like, oh my God. Yeah, no, the beta, we got 16 characters now because they announced Gabi. Okay, boom, boom. Yep, just doing like the launcher, doing the Rekka after that, and then we got this one where you're able to do more shrapnel. That's the assist that we saw before in the reveal trailer for Carnage. So that's not, I don't think that's a new one. So it's just a projectile, which also... No, wasn't that as unique? I swear to God, that was just a symbol assist. Oh, we're seeing another combo. We got Debris present. Okay, Gabi just, like, anti-airs with his fucking rangs. Okay, Doom. For my brethren. Okay, I need to see the Tōkon assemble, actually. Yeah, no, that is. They put him on assemble again. Damn! They don't want to see nothing! Alright, no short for Magneto. I was going to make a short for the Carnage assist, but it's also Carnage's unique assist. So, it doesn't make sense. Let's see this. Of course, Magneto just brings out the Sentinel head! And then just bang!
Humans have taken so much from mutant kind. But no more.
I'm just saying, if you guys read anything, if you want to understand the character Magneto, if you want to read anything, please, God loves man kills. It was originally like a novel that did get revitalized into an actual like 2-parter comic. It is very good. It is very good. It really shows the conflicts between like humankind and mutants and how bad it can go. And I think it like really paints Magneto's character. Like if you really want to understand Magneto, just like literally that alone will just show you everything on why Magneto is fighting.
I shall make it swift.
Okay, nothing crazy there. Either way, that is that. That's not the main, I guess, cream and tomatoes now that we got here. Cause, go back to this. Should have somewhere around here. Yep. The Japan to the world. Building the world of, like, I have always said I love the world building and the lore of Marvel Tōkon so far. So I think this should just show you how good it is.
I will be the one to lead the way. Catch! Every blow is a strike.
Oh, they got Yamanaka!
Magic.
Yikes! There's like no music here. It's so weird. Okay, that's from Evo.
Fighting souls.
Hey, hi! Who is this person with the amazing robot? Konnichiwa! I'm Penny Parker.
やっぱり日本から世界へというのを一
That's
つの
what
キ
key
ーワードとし
concepts.
てマーベルという世界観をアークの日本
Figuring out how to express the world of Marvel,
どうやって
like through Japanese lens, through art's distinctly Japanese sensibility. That makes sense. That makes sense. I'm gonna actually make sure that like you guys can read. There we go. It's gonna look a little wonky, which means I'm putting myself in the corner just to make sure that you guys can read everything.
言ったらまあテーマの一つであったので、でなぜそれをやろうかと思ったのかって言ったら、やはり我々としてはアニメ表現とかが非常に得意で、豊かであることと、もちろん格闘ゲームにおいては
When it comes to fighting
他
games,
のところで
through
もちろん
aspects like sound, art,
自由さ
overall
な
freedom
ど
of battle.
いろんなところでアークらしさというのは日本独自
So it's
の
arc-like.
ものかなと思っているので、これをマーベルと、さらに組み合わせて世界に発信できたら面白いんじゃないかなという感じですね。
So
Makes
the
sense.
most
Makes
important
sense.
factor for a Marvel game is that first and foremost, it has to be a great game. So we asked them, hey, why would you play this game even if it wasn't Marvel? And then from there, the Marvel universe is really this nitroglycerin that motivates the audience because it's so cool.
That's actually a very cool way to think about this. Like, make it a good game first before making it a Marvel game. Like, why would you play this game even if it wasn't Marvel? It could be DC. But like, yeah, that's a smart way of thinking about
When you
things.
think about Marvel Comics and how it synergizes with a fighting game, specifically in both mediums, every frame tells a story. You have to understand the character's personality, power sets, and worldview without words. So all the fighting styles have to illustrate all this with just gameplay by itself. We try to preserve the developer's own DNA. In this case, the anime dynamic art style that ArcSys has pioneered, and of course, deep mechanical gameplay. We want to keep those and champion them along the development.
Tony, let's give your suit a workout. Saving the world? Sure.
Obviously, the two sellers for me is Iron Man and Captain America. They was kind of represented early, but just their look, just their whole aesthetic is different. And you can kind of tell like it's Japanese made, which is pretty sweet. And the fact that you got characters like Captain America that could really stress out his shield and really like represent what he really does, it kind of brings a lot of flavor and lets you know that there's more coming.
I think the current roster is a great start. Seeing Magik in there, seeing Penny Parker in there.
You know, we got some
get to play
very
the
like
fighting game.
wild
And not only that,
choices.
it's just the Marvel universe is so vast. This initial roster can have so many different possibilities on who you add. So
I think this is like something like I heard about very early on when it came to Marvel Tōkon. People thinking about like guest characters and stuff like that. Obviously, this was like a time in the FGC when guest characters were really running rampant, and still to this day, like I think it's gotten even crazier with the guest characters. Like we got Tifa in Street Fighter, we got like Baki and Tekken. We're getting another one after the Cyberpunk one for Guilty Gear. So I think like addressing guest characters is very important for any fighting game. For Marvel Tōkon, I don't think it ever needs a guest character. I don't think it ever should include a guest character. Like as Sherry just said right there, like the Marvel universe is so that we're starting with 20 characters. We're starting with 20. We know we're getting 4 more in year 1. Like the Marvel universe is so vast. I think it can make like easy 10 even more like after. You do not need a guest character for this game. I don't think you ever need a guest character for this game. Like, maybe you could, I guess. Make it make sense for the world, by the way. But, oh, what's up, Yaya? That is a huge graphic. Holy shit. What the hell? What happened to my dinosaur? It was a dinosaur. What happened to my dinosaur? Oh, hell no. Open them damn source properties. Damn dinosaur. Oh, my damn dinosaur. That's messed up, yo. I accidentally played the thing. Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Kevin doesn't exist. He's not real.
I think they made a great choice in choosing their starting roster.
X-Men get it done.
我々としてももちろん原作
Lol. It was my dinosaur, bro. I had a dinosaur for that, and he would like jump around and shit. Oh my god. I gotta fix that. But what's up, Yaya? It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Oh, we got Okay, okay. We got the round table now.
コスチュームであったり非常にかっこいいものが多いんですけども、やはり新しいマーベルを作り。
And I like this. I like one thing. If they put a guest character in this game, people will cry because it's not Cyclops or Gimp. Okay, I got a rant. Okay, it's completely off topic, but I got a rant because this is so crazy to me. I'm tapped into the Marvel rival scene a little bit. Obviously, I do Marvel content. I'm gonna be. And Marvel have a trillion characters that deserve to be in. Like, exactly, you get it. The thing is, like, lately in Marvel Rivals, it's been a lot of X-Men. It's been a lot. Like, you'll look at the DLC seasons. I think the hell was season 1? Season 1 was all Fantastic Four. Season 2, you had Emma Frost as the X-Men pick. Season 3, you had Jean Grey. Season 4, who the hell was in season 4? I'm gonna remember this off the top. Who was in season 4 of Marvel Rivals? Listen, this makes sense. This makes sense, Chrome. I swear to God, this all circles around. I swear to God. I think season 4... Shit. Season 4 was no mutant. There was no mutant in season 4. That was the Daredevil season. That's right. Season 5 was Rogue and Gambit, so that's 2 mutants right there. Season 6... What was season 6? Season 6 was Deadpool. We had Deadpool as a mutant. I consider Deadpool a mutant, by the way. Fight me. Season 7, no mutant. Season 8, you have Cyclops. Season 9, you have Jubilee. Season 10's been leaked to have Nightcrawler. I have seen so many people in the Marvel Rivals scene being like, stop adding X-Men. I don't want another mutant in this game. Please stop adding X-Men. I want other characters. And to me, I'm sitting there like, you know how much we were clamoring for these guys in, like, the late 2010s for Marvel Infinite? Do you know? Do you know the drought we were in until Fox got bought out by Disney? Do you know? Give me my mutants. Give me my X-Men. Screw you. That was a completely, like, out of nowhere rant. I had to do it. But, like, the rival scene is, like, it's crazy to me. Give me more mutants. We need more mutants. We wanted to deliver. Shout out Yamanaka. I asked him for $5. That's a lie, by the way. It's a joke that I keep DMing him for $5 that only art could bring to life. And it makes sense to redesign every single character. I love the art direction, by the way, that we have in this world. Iron Man was one of the more drastic redesigns. I would definitely say that. Reference. You giving me homework? Iron Shogun, Samurai Iron Man. Somebody tell me where he appears in the comics, because I was gonna read the origin of Tony Stark, because the origin of Tony Stark is from the same person who's gonna be writing the Tōkon episode mode. So I was already gonna read that. I really want Bucky in this game. Bucky would go hard. Bucky would go hard. I'll say that Bucky would go hard. I thought he had a chance to make it into Ghost Rider's team, but I could see him working very well in like a Thunderbolts type of team. Japanese robot. I mean, the Gundam inspiration was definitely there. Into our versions of Iron Man.
For the Western audience, we're so used to kind of like the standard like cartoons and movies that we grew up with.
Oh, they're showing we still have yet to see that classic costume, by the way.
He just looks like Gundam or samurai-ish, right? So I think that is the really cool part. Captain America, I mean, when you think about Captain America...
Oh! Oh, they got designs for him out of the suit? Word? He looks alright. He looks alright. Pass.
But the fact that he can just take his shield and you can use the shield how it's supposed to work, it's literally like you could kick it back, you could catch it, you could do a lot with it, right? So they made like kind of characters that you already know and you can assume what they normally do, but they reinvented.
Capital Jacket is fire. He's got a sick design. He's got a sick design. I will say that.
But also playstyle wise.
Let's see, the unique designs for the roster were so
I love Robbie. I love Robbie in this game.
Every character felt so different, especially with their unique moves. Like, I played Storm for a little bit. If she has, like, Hailstorm out, you can actually use the wind, the full screen wind, to kind of move it forward.
That was so crazy during, like, Storm's character guide, seeing her, like, fucking ping pong somebody with the ice. I saw that and I was like, yo!
Do you know how intricate, like, these details are? I can't even imagine what this game is going to look like when it comes out.
We did a lot of research on the characters, on their basic lore, what most fans will know.
Why do you need to do research? Hold on. This guy makes sense. This guy makes sense. You? Why do you need to do research? Don't you work at Marvel? Ain't that your job? Moving on.
At the same time, we want to...
I'm sorry. I will shoot shots if I need to. I love this guy, but, like, that's weird.
Marvel Tōkon universe. One of my personal favorite characters is Hulk. We have him banished to the Savage Land. So we meet him and he has actually become king of the dinosaurs.
Yo! That's ball. That's hard. I can't even lie.
That's why he's got, like, dinosaur bone armor. He's got, like, kind of like a skull on his shoulder, but that's also his, like, violent charge where he has a guard point on it. So we were combining lore that we wanted to be new for fans, but also gameplay ramifications as well.
Interesting. I kind of like that thought process. I really do like that thought process. I can't even lie.
Like Storm, Captain America are these, you know, staple characters, and so how do we put, like, a different twist on these?
Everyone doesn't know everything about where they work. If I worked at Marvel Games, I'd become a dictionary. I already am becoming a lore keeper for Marvel Tōkon, alright? So, listen. You don't... And they were also saying stuff about, like, basic, like, lore and stuff like that. I don't think you need to do basic work.
Puzzle, if you will. There's always so much you can do with the character without making it too drastic and different, but I think the one that I really enjoyed working with both of the...
Also, he's like one of the heads at Marvel Games. He's like he's in a higher position. You feel me? He's in a higher position. Okay? He's in a higher position.
Moves on to make our own was Danger.
Okay. Fuck you. Google. I'm on YouTube. I shouldn't say that. But I will say Danger was ball. I will always say this. I didn't even know you streamed. I wasn't sub. Exposing myself for being fake. And bro, you all good. Hey, this is actually my... I will say this. I'll say this again. This is my first time streaming on YouTube. Sometimes here and there I'd stream on Twitch. But considering how much I've been pushing my YouTube lately in terms of content, it honestly makes more sense. And honestly, I've had an amazing time streaming so far on YouTube. So I think in the future, including for... I will say this now. I'm announcing it here. We will be doing a 72-hour stream for the Tōkon beta. You will watch me sleep in that bed. You will watch me cook breakfast. You will watch me do everything in my day-to-day for 72 hours. If I compete in brackets, you will watch that. If I commentate in brackets, I will raid the stream, and then I will stream right back here! So that I don't, like, shit out my PC or something. That is all for that. That is all for that. That is all for that. But, okay, Danger was ball. That's, okay, I imagine everybody had their moment when they saw something in Marvel Tōkon and knew, okay, these guys are ball, right? Like, these guys have ball. For me, it was when Danger got announced. Like, just a few months back, I read The Astonishing X-Men by like Josh Whedon. I read The Astonishing X-Men. That's where Danger was created and introduced. So initially when I saw her, obviously she looks extremely different. But when the name got put on, like, my mind was blown. My mind was blown. I was like, yo, these devs know ball. She's, like, extremely different, like, in this game, though. Which brings up point. I do want to hear about this Danger character. Was to introduce a character who fell into a character where we had a lot of creative freedom. Interesting. While also providing a sense of surprise for the players. some of our SAP members who are very knowledgeable about Marvel. And this is from Astonishing X-Men. This is from Astonishing X-Men. This is from Astonishing X-Men. This is where the actual Danger character got introduced. Like, this is like the actual panel before she starts putting BTA.
からキャラクターの設定とかこんなキャラクターなんだけど山中さんどうですかねみたいな話があって、当社の格闘ゲーム歴代やられていると分かると思うんですけど、結構そのロボット少女というキャラクターは非常に、
Okay, number 13, of course, from Blaze Blue.
かつ私もその枠非常に大事にしていたので、デンジャーというキャラクターの設定。
So we just wanted a robot girl. You heard it here first. In any future Arx's title, there's got to be a robot girl. I think I still own the comics. Right there! Right there! I have it! I bought this a few years back. This is the last panel of Astonishing X-Men number 9. Dewey No Ball. This is the Whedon collection for Astonishing X-Men. This is the first half of Whedon's run. We got it right there. We got it right there. Bro, I'm in this Marvel bag. I'm always saying this. I'm in this Marvel bag. I know my shit. Boom. Right there. This team is fire. We won't talk about Kitty Pryde and Colossus. You should have known. What do you mean you should have known? I knew! I'm in this bag, bro. Like, that was ball. I will always say that about the Danger reveal. My favorite thing about Danger is the fact that they included her. Not to say anything about Danger is bad, but the fact that Ball was there in the first place, okay? I love this shit.
She's a relatively unknown character, so that means you have a lot of latitude.
I knew! Pick me, I knew!
With her design. Arxis was
I don't know why I'm bragging about this so much.
Play episode mode to find out what that is.
So I remember going to the corner shop and buy. So do you like have the actual comic issue and not like this like collection that I do? I'm curious. Kitty Pryde should be in this game, by the way. Oh, ooh, that's a take. Chrome, I think in the future we should get everybody together and do some like Marvel roster hot takes, because that's a hot take you just put in the chat right there. That is a take. That is a take. Holy, Kitty Pryde over Cyclops? I feel like you're gonna get hunted for that. I can't even lie.
Origin story where in the comic she's a villain, but in this universe she's a hero, and also she's a lot more curious to find out what that is.
Time out! Somebody doesn't know Ball!
Help you accept this new origin story where in the comic she's a villain, but in this universe she's a hero.
In the comic she's initially a villain before a certain wheelchaired man gets taken out of the picture, and then she's chill. Like, if you'll read anything from Uncanny X-Men in the early 2010s, Danger's just there. Danger's just chill with, like, Cyclops. Brother, I bought that shit in 2005. Oh, yeah, you got the issue. You got the actual issue. Damn. Damn.
And also, she's a lot more curious about the world because you actually see her creation during the course.
I do like that angle for Danger.
And it's a Trojan.
I do understand they could, like, if you see Danger in this game, she's a lot different from how she is, like, in Astonishing X-Men in the comics. If you read that arc and remember how she was introduced, I think you know why they changed her character a little bit. Let's be honest. I don't think they could do that.
That they wanted to implement with this character. At a base level, we understand the Danger Room can create hologram constructs. So we gave that as an open prompt to you all to just, hey, run with that. And then they came up with this crazy moveset with the hollow crystals and lasers bouncing off. That's really cool. So yes, it's like kind of this.
Okay, so it's kind of what we did think. It was like an original character type of design, but it is supposed to be Danger.
Or like the hype sauce to kind of enter the game, these radical redesigns.
Yeah, it's a bit too dark, not gonna lie. I remember reading that for the first time. I was just, my jaw was dropped. I was like, what the hell is the Danger Room doing?
ナラティブとしてのバックボーンをとにかく、しっかりと考えて
Narrative. Okay, I was about to ask.
まあ見た目にしていこうっていうのも結構早くの段階からお話があったかなと思います。
So yeah, that's definitely a big part of it. I think also too for us, we wanted to look and see how can we also tell some of the story of what's going on in our game with these characters, right? So I think really looking at like design as an opportunity to say what has transpired in this game for our version of Hulk, what has transpired in this game for our version of Storm or other characters that come up, and how can we again further evolve that to tell the story of Marvel Tōkon characters.
I like that. I like that. I really like that to Oh, we're gonna talk about the promoter. The promoter and the champion. We borrow the IP from Marvel. Borrow an IP? How are you gonna get the IP back? I feel like this is a good way to approach stuff. Let me see. They made a design and someone said that looks like Danger. That's how they figured. We got jokes out here. We got jokes. But this is a really cool way on approaching something like this. Being faithful to the source material and having like stuff like that, but also kind of making it your own and what if scenarios and new stories. That's cool. Are we gonna see some of those? Like right now? Yamanaka, I'm hitting up your DMs right after this. Yeah, there's a bunch of crossover events. But yeah, there's also still plenty of characters that haven't actually met. If any of you have seen like one of my recent I think it was like one of my most recent like the Samurai Outrider, both the Samurai Outrider discussion video and like predicting Ghost Rider's team. When I was like saying the roster I predicted and the roster that came out, you'll notice in like certain instances, I'm like Ghost Rider and Loki really haven't interacted. Ghost Rider and Deadpool really haven't interacted. But Ghost Rider and Blade were on the Avengers team in the 2018 run. Let's see, Daredevil really hasn't interacted with like Robbie Reyes, so I was like pointing that out. There's a lot of characters that don't interact, even if they're in like similar corners of the universe, which I think is like really cool, and I really like how they pointed that out. They notice stuff. I've noticed this. They notice it too. Like that's really cool. That's really cool. I don't mean to overreact, but that's just really cool. Kieran Gillen. I have been reading some of his stuff lately. I still have yet to get through a lot of his stuff. Call me back after I get through Journey into Mystery. I think Journey into Mystery is going to be one of his most important runs because that's actually where a lot of like modern Loki gets established. This guy created modern Loki. Like if he's remembered for anything in the comics, the modern Loki where he's like more of a good guy and trying to help out Asgard instead of like destroy it, he did that. It was kind of set up in like the 2007 Thor run that he did when he did like Ragnarok on Asgard when it was like over Oklahoma, but he like Loki even said he went too far with this. It was meant to be like a simple jest, but it just went too far and destroyed the entirety of Asgard. I actually thought Loki. Yeah, no, Loki. Yeah, the Amazing Guardians have the Amazing Guardians have, you know, a mangaka. They have the one for MHA Vigilantes. Meanwhile, Knights of Doom, the artist for that has done art for like some smaller Marvel comics. So Knights of Doom has more of a like a comicized art style. I know the Fighting Avengers. I'm pretty sure it's the guy who did Fairy Tail is doing the art for that. So that's another more Japanese inspired one. Loki is on the Ghost Rider team. Loki is on the Ghost Rider team. Oh, you were predicting Loki to be on. Oh, okay. I was the guy I thought the least. I was really surprised that Loki got in, to be real. You'll see, like, I did like a tier list video. He was kind of down there. You should. 著名なクリエイターの皆様が魂を込めて、今回の世界に、を作るのに、協力してくれているので、結構面白いアプローチになっていると。
This is the perfect pair for your iPhone, and it replaces 3 different chargers. This is the Ridge Magnetic Power Bank. It snaps on with MagSafe. No cables, no guessing. 20-watt fast charging.
Okay. Cool.
Congratulations, citizens of planet.
I don't want to made me laugh. I just love this guy's face with the pointing. He's like, the fuck going on up there? What that? I know, people were really deep in the Gwenpool stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't really think, I know Chrome really wanted it. I wasn't thinking much of Gwenpool, but I'm glad we got Deadpool. Brave browser has ad block. Maybe I should get Brave browser. I'm currently just on like Microsoft Edge because it does better for my RAM.
I think one of the challenges for writing a story for a fighting game is that everything in the fighting game centers around the roster. From there, then you come up with the story. So you're working backwards, but by no means does that mean the narrative is an afterthought. Despite that, we gave them the challenge to not do a multiverse story or a brainwashing story.
Oh, so there were parameters, and those are some really good parameters. I think it would have been so easy for them. They do a little multiversal. They do a little multiversal. They didn't get fully away with it. Penny Parker is there from an alternate universe, but it doesn't go too deep into the multiverse stuff, which I do like. I get why they didn't go Gwenpool. Would have pissed people off. Deadpool makes everyone happy. Yeah, like you were literally there when Deadpool got announced. Chrome, you saw how hype. I keep seeing ever since every day or once in a while I'll watch the reaction videos through for all the announcements, including Samurai Outriders. The hype level goes like people are showing out. Blade definitely spikes. A lot of people get hype. And then Loki, it goes down a little bit. I'll be real. People are still hyped, don't get me wrong. But it definitely dipped from Blade. And Deadpool just gets people going crazy.
宇宙から襲来して、その敵を打ち倒すために、4人のチームを作って、トーナメントに参加して、トーナメントに優勝した後にその敵と戦うというのが、本筋の大きな流れになっています。
I guess right now we haven't talked about really much about our promoter and champion characters thus far. And so within those two, one of my personal favorites is just the promoter that we've just taken and given her this kind of circus ringleader.
Wait.
Favorites is just the promoter that we.
That's from one of the main comic arcs that introduces the promoter. I remember doing research on the Thor and Hulk stuff. If the Prowler gets added, they have to put Miles G. Morales. That would go hard. God, I feel like the Prowler though. I mean, we know the Shocker and Boomerang are around in this universe. We do know that. They could do a small street level type of team with Spider-Man villains, down the line.
Showwoman, Vegas showwoman.
Yeah, and it's just been a lot of fun to kind of create that, but then still throw little nodes and chunks of her lore that people know in the comics. And looking forward to seeing players take her on as one of her sub-bosses.
Sub-bosses? I imagine maybe other team members when you recruit them could be other sub-bosses, but could there be unique characters?
So you might remember other characters like the Grandmaster or the Collector. They have some obsession that basically keeps them immortal. It's like the Grandmaster.
Yeah, you see the Grandmaster, Collector. You literally have the Profiteer right there. If you remember from the Empire event when we all thought it was going to be the Fantastic Avengers.
It's all about mastering all the martial arts across the cosmos. And also just a thirst for the ultimate.
Let me see that. Now it's not updating. There we go. They probably are going to add him because it's a Sony Marvel movie and this is a Sony Marvel game. Yeah, I can see that. Maybe moveset mashups?
Battle, I mean, perfect for a competitive
Maybe.
Of a fighting game.
Maybe.
世界観に関してはエピソードモードというものがありまして、
yeah, that is a possibility. Yeah.
一つのチームというのが今5チームありまして、その中で各チームがそれぞれ
Yeah, everyone has a tailored story mode.
で、まずそれでキャラクターの
allows players to yeah.
どういうキャラクターなのかということを
The Voyager.
But so far, in terms of the roster that we have right now, it's pretty cool. I mean,
I did not recognize the Voyager. That was a good call.
And now my turn. You made promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
チームのバランスもキャラクターの
I love how they included that. That's awesome.
例を挙げるとキャプテンアメリカのチームはやっぱり主人公というか、まあじゃあ今例を挙げるとキャプテンアメリカのチームはここに
I'm sorry, I just got hit with whiplash. The balance of each team, including the 5 teams, allows the characteristics of the characters to some degree follow this. For example, look at the Amazing Guardians, and that's Captain America, bro. That's not Spider-Man. Are you gonna like make a comparison to something?
正統派なイメージを持ったバランスのいいみたいな要素だったりとかで当然ドクター・ドゥームはヴィランなので
Okay, yeah. Maybe he's trying to say something that maybe I'm not following. I was just expecting to see somebody from the Amazing Guardians.
ヴィランのチームかみたいな
I mean, people clock really quick the villain team.
こうなるよねみたいな
I believe Sekine-san and Yamanaka-san mentioned earlier that the Knights of Doom, they're underhanded. So how is that represented in their gameplay? They have like a lot of dirty tactics. For example, Dr. Doom doesn't have a regular dash. He has a step dash.
Thought the same thing when I watched this earlier. Like, yeah, he says the Amazing Guardians and then Cap goes on the screen. I literally, like, I went back because I thought I was tripping. I was like, did it say the Fighting Avengers and I'm tripping? No.
You can actually use to cross up the opponent. You mentioned Green Goblin. Yeah, he's like a stance character. Off the glider, he's kind of like a tricky projectile character. And then on the glider, he's like an aerial ace.
Bill Gibson?
That's actually a good time for an ad. Because that's... So they designed the Knights of Doom to be pretty complicated at heart. Interesting.
Carnage, yeah. I personally really love Carnage's visual design because they went with the idea that, you know, in symbiote was a parasite. So you would burn bright in exchange for your life force being depleted. That's the risk reward, if you will, of wearing the symbiote.
And then you actually, I think his unique attack is attaching a parasite to the opponent, right?
That's right, yeah. Parasite bomb. He can actually plant like a timed explosive on the opponent, and then he can kind of let it explode at will. So there's always this paranoia when you fight him, which is, it feels like he's stalking you like a serial killer.
Okay, I did tweet about that earlier, actually. So, interesting. Story starts by forming a team, which heavily influences the fighting game mechanics. What do you mean by that? I mean, I guess as you go on, you get more characters. I think my team for the beta is definitely going to be Wolverine, Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Magik? Maybe Blade. What should I name my team? Oh, preset words. Oh, it's preset. We can't just type anything. I guess that makes sense.
As a part of a fighting game, obviously, the background tells a lot about what's going on in the story, what's going on with these characters, how they're connected. And for players that are having to play on these stages time and time again, they're constantly looking for new and exciting things that are happening in these stages. So we took that as an opportunity to plant little bits here and there of parts of our narrative, parts of our lore that kind of flesh out what is the Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls universe.
Okay, who's this? Hope they have comic accurate names for some team. I imagine they will. I mean, we've been having a lot of like Fantastic Four alts for like the Fantastic Four alternate members like Spider-Man and Wolverine and Ghost Rider. We've seen Phoenix Force, classic X-Men stuff. So I imagine the same thing would be there. Fantastic Four would, like, if you did Spider-Man, Wolverine, Hulk, and Ghost Rider, I hope we can do that. She-Hulk, of course. Oh, shoot! That's Lockjaw! I didn't even notice Lockjaw! In the high places, you can only see once you blast an opponent up there. I'm pretty sure that's where we initially saw, like, Deadpool.
If you go to Xavier's like Institute, right, like you see like a large chunk of the X-Men and they're in front of the like X-Mansion, but then as it continues to go, you see it shift over, different X-Men come out, Rogue comes out and she flies around. If Storm is not on your team, she's still on the background in the stage, which is, I love that kind of stuff.
We don't talk about how Storm looks. This time we have implemented an interactive. Oh, okay.
試合の展開に合わせて、より緊迫感のあるシーンになると音楽の方もすごく派手になったりスピード感が増したり、あるいはボーカルが追加されたりなどで非常にエキサイティングになっていきますので、そのあたりも耳をそば立てて聴いていただけたら嬉しいです。
For the music, we tried to keep it an open prompt because we knew that
Cavern of the Banished.
DNA of Arc System works, and we didn't want to step on your toes creatively
Oh, this is Sato. This is who we've been seeing making a lot of the music. I think it would be difficult to arrange everything in a band style. That makes sense, honestly, and that's probably why we don't see like Guilty Gear direction with like even everyone having like their own metal song type of thing. Yeah, there's orchestral music throughout. There's like EDM. Yeah, no, the musical range is very wide for Marvel Tōkon. I really love it. Like, definitely highlight tracks: Magik, Magneto, Ghost Rider. I love Spider-Man. Black Panther's a really good one. Wolverine's pretty solid. I mean, Iron Man's the Guilty Gear track.
I mean, it was something that people just dream about.
映像を見た時にすごい映像が派手だったので、あと特に思ったのはペニー・パーカーっていうキャラがすごい好みだったので、作品をちゃんとチェックしつつ、もし出たらその子触ってみようかなと思いました。
You know, I have a deep appreciation for the little details. These characters are so well developed, and we're still in some of the early stages.
Yeah, so having a universe designation like 616 is a real badge of honor that we are proud to achieve in this game. So Marvel Tōkon takes place in Earth 358. And really what that means is that it exists somewhere in the Marvel multiverse, so who knows, you might see more stories in other mediums expanding on the world of Marvel Tōkon.
And then of course, like connecting to the MCU.
You said what now?
Keep you guessing on what's next.
For lack of a better word,
yeah.
Can't wait to play more.
You said what now? MCU? MCU connections? Okay! MCU connections. Of course, in other universes, we're going to be getting the comic books. I will be like live reading First Strike. Oh, I probably can't. But I will be talking about First Strike once we get that comic book. Obviously, that's going to be a huge comic when we get that. But that is the end of that. Honestly, really good tidings. It is 6:30 right now. I do have to dip. I do have somewhere I need to be digitally. So I'm going to do that. But thank you guys for like having a really good stream for my first stream on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming. I probably will be streaming on YouTube from now on, honestly. So I'm going to be streaming on YouTube in the future, especially since I've already like fostered like a YouTube audience, and I definitely want to keep that going. Also, I gotta say this, as I see them in the chat, and I want to shout them out. Shout out Dickinson. This person, no matter how big or small I've been as a creator, I have always seen them in my comments. I always see them talking about how they want more. I have seen your comments. I have seen you around. Thank you. Because at the end of the day, even when like my video would like if I had a video that would flop, I would see you in the comments, and that would give me more motivation to make more content. So thank you. Thank you. But either way, I gotta dip. You all have a good night. I'll be posting the VODs separately as like different sections later on, so you'll see Magik video, Magneto video. Maybe I'll upload this one too. That's a maybe. But I'll catch you guys later. You guys take it easy. Deuces.